Who is ready for the triangle exterior angle theorem? So we're about to learn about some more nifty triangle theorems, and this one pertains to angles that fall in the interior of a triangle and the exterior of a triangle. So let's talk about what that means first before we talk about this lovely formula. Alright, so the triangle exterior angle theorem involves things that pertain to the interior of the triangle. So if I have a triangle drawn, okay, what do you think is the part of the triangle that's on the interior of the triangle? Holy hot dog, you guys are so smart. It's everything that's inside the triangle, or all the set of points that are inside of a figure. So if I have a triangle, it's everything inside the triangle. That is the interior of the triangle. Okay, now the exterior. What do you think is the exterior of a triangle? You guys are too cool for school. It is all the set of points outside of a figure. So if we have a triangle, it's everything outside the triangle, around the triangle. So those are the exterior parts of the triangle. Okay, so we have interior angles and exterior angles, which this is pretty much what we just talked about. Interior angles are all the angles inside of the triangle. So this would be angle 1, 2, and 3 in my picture. And they are formed by two sides of a triangle. So if you see here, angle 1 is formed by two sides of the triangle. So is angle 3, and so is angle 2. And so angle 1, 2, and 3 are interior angles. Yay! Now let's talk about exterior angles. So we talked about how exterior things are on the outside of the triangle. So this is going to be an angle that's on the outside of the triangle. And how it's formed by one side of the triangle and an extension of an adjacent side. Okay, so it's going to contain one side of the triangle, and then kind of one of the sides just kind of kept going. Okay, so that's the extension of the adjacent side, or the side next to it. So it's an angle formed kind of on the outside of a triangle that's created by one side of the triangle and an extension of the side next to that side, which is pretty cool. So angle 1 is an exterior angle. Alright, now we have specific types of interior angles, and they are called remote interior angles. Now, remote interior angles, okay, they are kind of compared to exterior angles. So it's an interior angle that is not adjacent to the exterior angle, which we talked about the word adjacent. What does the word adjacent mean? Oh my goodness, you guys are so smart. An adjacent thing is something that's right next to it. So these are interior angles that are not next to the exterior angle, or the angles on the outside of the triangle. So looking at this picture, okay, if we're looking at exterior angle 4, which angles inside the triangle are not right next to angle 4? Well, angle 3 is right next to 4, so it cannot be angle 3. So do you guys see how angle 1 and angle 2 are not right next to angle 4? So what this means is angle 1 and 2 are remote interior angles. Okay, they're angles inside the triangle that are not right beside an exterior angle. So those are going to be your remote interior angles. Alright, we have now built up to the final theorem, the exterior angle theorem, which states, if you have an exterior angle, the measure of that exterior angle in a triangle is equal to the sum of its two remote interior angles. So you're probably like, what does that mean, Miss Long? That just means a bunch of mumbo jumbo to me. Well, what that means is, say we have this exterior angle. If I add together the two angles that are not next to it, so it's two remote interior angles, the two remote interior angles, so the two angles inside the triangle that are not next to the 4 are the 1 and the 2. So if I add all the angles in the triangle that are not right next to my exterior angle, it should equal the exterior angle, which is pretty cool. So I know you guys are super pumped up to solve using this nifty theorem. In example 1, you'll be looking at the picture and finding what the value of x is, and then the two remote interior angles h and j. So go ahead and pause the video and watch example 1. Alright, you guys, example 2 is pretty much the same thing as example 1. So if you thought you understood example 1, I highly encourage you to try example 2 on your own. So go ahead and pause the video and watch example 2. And guess what, you guys? That's all, folks.